Evening, friends. Welcome back to Medical News Today. Today is June 3, 2026, and we are tracking some of the most monumental shifts in modern medicine. In this video, the unprecedented breakthrough that brought thousands of cancer specialists to their feet at ASCO 2026. A massive multi-billion-dollar deal in gene editing. Why researchers say the BMI standard is officially broken. And a single protein that might be the key to fixing cancer immunotherapies. If you want to stay ahead of the curve on health and science, hit that subscribe button right now. Let's dive into our top story. Segment 1, The Death of BMI? Module reality check for standard health metrics. If you've ever felt that body mass index, or BMI, didn't accurately reflect your health, science now officially agrees with you. A massive national study published today in the Annals of Internal Medicine is fundamentally questioning BMI's accuracy. Researchers analyzed data from nearly 5,600 adults. They compared traditional BMI numbers against advanced body assessments, tracking waist circumference and waist-to-height ratios. The result? Millions of people with a normal BMI actually have dangerous levels of deep abdominal fat, leaving them exposed to hidden risks for type 2 diabetes, liver disease, and heart attacks. Because BMI can't distinguish between muscle, bone, and fat, reliance on it is causing millions of at-risk individuals to miss early medical interventions. The message from the medical community today is loud and clear: a normal BMI does not guarantee metabolic health. Segment 2, the $1.9 billion Gene Editing Alliance. In major industry news, the race for next-generation gene editing just exploded. Pharmaceutical giant Eli Lilly has signed a massive licensing deal worth up to $1.9 billion with Ascidian Therapeutics. Eli Lilly is securing the rights to Ascidian's proprietary RNA exon editing platform. Unlike traditional CRISPR, which cuts DNA, this technology allows scientists to edit RNA, swapping out mutated segments while leaving the primary DNA intact. The target for this multi-billion-dollar alliance? Developing treatments for rare, inherited kidney diseases that currently have zero cure. It's a massive bet on the future of precision medicine. Segment 3, Unlocking CAR T-cell therapy. Meanwhile, scientists at University Hospital Tübingen may have solved one of the biggest mysteries in cancer immunotherapy. CAR T-cell therapy has been a miracle for blood cancers, but it often fails because the engineered immune cells get exhausted and stop fighting. In a new study released by Science Daily, researchers isolated a single culprit, a protein called NFIL3. NFIL3 acts like a master switch that drains the power from T cells. By knocking out this single protein, scientists managed to keep the immune cells fighting indefinitely in lab models. Removing this bottleneck could completely rewrite the playbook for treating solid tumors. Influenza vaccination. The U.S. Centers for Disease Control and Prevention recently removed annual influenza vaccination from its childhood recommendations, once citing concerns about lack of contemporaneous randomized data to support annual influenza vaccination and historical reliance on observational data to support vaccine efficacy, i.e., annual comparisons of influenza vaccination rates among individuals with influenza-like illnesses testing positive versus negative for influenza, which may be confounded. 2.31 Way to use observational data to assess annual influenza vaccine efficacy in children that is less susceptible to confounding is to identify instances in which some children are, by chance, vaccinated while others are not, a natural experiment. JAMANetwork.com. The FDA approved the oral antiviral agent ensitrelvir to help prevent COVID-19 in people ages 12 years or older who were exposed to the SARS-CoV-2 virus, drug maker Shionogi announced. Ensitrelvir is a SARS-CoV-2 main protease inhibitor also approved in Japan as COVID-19 post-exposure prophylaxis, PEP, and as a treatment for mild to moderate COVID. The drug is not approved to treat COVID-19 in the U.S. MedPage today. India issues fresh advisory amid Ebola scare, isolate if travel through affected country. Daily Hunt. Outro and quick hits. Before we sign off, a few rapid-fire updates you need to know today. The World Health Organization has issued a global call to manufacturers to fast-track essential medicines for substance use disorders, targeting opioid overdose and dependence treatments. And new data from the ULR 2026 Congress in London shows that a targeted drug called nipocalimab is drastically reducing disease activity for patients suffering from severe lupus. That wraps up your medical news update for June 3, 2026. Which of these breakthroughs do you think will change healthcare the fastest? Drop your thoughts in the comments below, hit like, and stay healthy. See you in the next video. Disclaimer: compiled information. This content is for educational purposes and is not a substitute for professional medical advice. The audience/viewers must verify the contents before use. The creator, publisher, and YouTube will not be responsible for any harm.